How you doing, ladies and gentlemen? I figured I'd take you out here and we'll do a little mini nature walk. It has been rather blustery and snowy. As you can see, we got snow all over the place again. We got 16 inches or so of snow. And because it was a nor'easter, there was a lot of wind, and in the end, it broke a lot of trees. So we're going to do a walk around the property, and we're going to take a look and see what's damaged and what isn't. So first and foremost, these trees right here, I don't know if you can see them very well or not, but these trees right here were bent over to the point where they were touching the ground. Looked like a giant birch tree flower. I'll show the picture of that. I don't know, here or here somewhere. You'll see it. One of them's split, as you can see there at the very top there. It's split, so I'm going to have to cut that one down. That one's going to be for some firewood. So there. We'll go ahead and continue. Austin, I'm going to go around this way and just kind of go around the perimeter of the yard. Just when we thought we were done with snow, we get some more. So yeah, it's been really interesting. As you can see, thankfully it's warmed up. Most of the snow is gone. Tomorrow it's going to be in the 50s, so the rest of the snow should disappear by then. So yeah, we've got that tree. We've got that tree right there. I might as well take that dead one down there while I'm at it. But yeah, take a look at this, guys. Wow. Austin. Looks like a couple of these trees were in the process of being uprooted. Look at, there's two of them that are lean, they are very leany. Very leany. Holy crap. I might have to take those out too. That sucks. But they are leaning over to the point where they could fall at virtually any time. So we got more deadfall there. And then we got this giant uprooted tree. Yeah, you get a better view of the birch trees over here. But you could, I mean, it was just amazing to see those bent over to the point where they were touching the ground. The tips were touching the ground. One of the trees were covering up the grill on the deck. But yeah, this is going to have to be all cut up. Thankfully, all this is not going to go to waste. I'm going to be chopping it all up, and we're going to have a ton of firewood, huh, Austin? Look at that. Look at that. That's just crazy. Austin, come on over and check this out. You looked underneath? Wow. That's just... wow. A lot of damage. A lot of damage. And I'm seeing a lot of damage through the woods too. There's a lot of deadfall up in the woods. It's one of the reasons I bought a chainsaw, because I plan on using wood in the house this year too, and to replace that propane wood stove with an actual wood stove. Since we've got so much acreage here, there's no reason why we should be using propane when we could be using wood. So this tree here concerns me a bit. Look at this, guys. Look, it's dead on the inside. Well, it's all dead up through here. Like take a look at that tree and see how it's leaning. I might take that one too. Yeah, I mean, it's that way down by the root too. It's not good. So I'll probably take that as well. So much deadfall. What? Yeah, it's all coming from one root. But that big tree, that's the main tree, Austin. But because it's, I mean, it looks like it might have snapped up there at the corner. So we're going to have to get rid of that too. Just the main part. The other parts around it, they're growing fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Jeez. So let's go ahead and continue. Yeah, there's a lot of damage. Hopefully it's a little smoother for you guys this time. The last time I went on a nature walk, I thought I had the stabilization on and I didn't. My bad. There's my parents' house. And they had just as much wood breakage as we did. That old chainsaw I had wouldn't be up to this. It was on its way out anyway. It was an old Craftsman. Well, yeah, there's a broken branch up there. And that tree looks like it's on its way out. Definitely looks like it's dying. Might have to get rid of that at some point too. Yeah. I wonder how Andrew and Ksenia is doing. They must have got a part of this storm too. There's a lot of breakage in the woods too. A lot of birch breakage, a lot of breakage in general. I'm going to go in there and I'm going to try to scoop up as much as I can. The storm has given us probably a couple of cords worth of wood. If we can harvest it all. Yep. Still pretty windy, but it's nice and warm. My poor apple tree. This is one of many crabapple trees I have by the end of the road. It's one of the reasons my road is renowned in my state for having deer. A lot of crabapple trees. But it is broken in so many places. I'm going to do my best to try to save it though, because my wife wants it. I wanted to take this out and replace it with like a a maple or something like that, but she wanted to keep it here, and that's fine. I kind of grew to enjoy it here myself, but she's in desperate need of attention. So that's pretty much it, guys. That's the extent of the damage. Oh, actually, let's take a walk real quick. See, some of this is firewood. I can use some of this as firewood. I'll show you along my property. I'll have to chop this up. This isn't the road, so I'll have to chop this up and get this out of here. There was a birch tree up here too. That birch tree right there, I think, if I'm not mistaken, was in the road. I mean, it was touching the road. As you can see, there's a part of the road that wasn't plowed. Kind of went around. It's because some of these birch trees were touching the ground on the road. That's how wet and heavy the snow was. So it's good to see that birch tree made a recovery. It didn't snap. I was real worried that it wasn't going to recover and I was going to have to cut it because it would have been an obstruction in the road. So much breakage. Wow. See that? That over there. That can all be chopped up. Used for wood. For firewood. That's all wood. Right, Austin? Righto. Righto. You can still see some younger trees, younger birch. They're still hunched right over and stuck to the ground. But they'll recover though. They're a lot more resilient than their older brethren. So yeah, figured I'd give you guys a quick assessment there. Now, when we get a nor'easter like this, normally it isn't this bad. But, you know, the 9th of April, when you get a snowstorm that provides about 16 inches of snow, it's cold, it's wet, it's heavy, and it was really cold, wet, and heavy. So, it caused a lot of damage. And it caused a lot of power outages too. I wasn't able to work yesterday because of it. The generator gave me issues. Yeah, Murphy's Law was in full effect yesterday. Let's just say that. But yeah. Wow, there's a lot of downed trees in there. Holy crap. A lot of downed trees in there. See, all this is my property, guys. All this is my property. We get about 25 acres. And then my parents, which was right next door, they got another 26, 27-ish, give or take. So we got a nice piece here between the two of us. And if any more land became available, we would probably snatch it up if it was right next to the land we already owned. All right, guys. We're going to move on to the next stage in the video here. I don't want to bore you to death. But, yeah. So, just wanted to give you a brief overview of what the yard looks like after a nor'easter in the middle of April in the great state of Maine.